Paul Gross, and Paul Gross did pass away, and it's been a very quiet time. Maybe it was 8 or 9 years ago, and Paul was in my pledge class, and he was a great guy. He was from Cleveland. He came in his white convertible car that he called Tonga, and I always remember he had one seat belt for the driver. And I had to drive cross country with him, so I took a knife and I cut his. Because, you know, the way he drove, we both had to live or we both went down. But Paul was, he was from Cleveland, and he had this feeling that he was Cool Hand Luke. He believed it in his heart. And yet he was a very shy guy in a lot of ways, and I think the guys that knew him really appreciated Paul. He was a pretty funny guy. But I'll tell you this, the best part of Paul's life was really as a fraternity brother and as part of Tau Delta Phi. And after college, I think he had a lot of emotional problems and problems kind of dealing with the outside world. He was a blacksmith, he did all kinds of crazy things. A very smart guy, but he just was sort of antisocial. And the one time he had a feeling for life and enjoyed life truly was with his brothers here. And I just didn't want this to go by without acknowledging him in some way, because there was no service for Paul. His family had gone. He just sort of disappeared, and I thought how sad that is. And he never disappeared from me, and I'm sure that the guys who knew him had a special place for Paul as well. So I felt like someone should just tell you guys that he was a great guy, he was a great friend, and I know we all cared about him, and maybe somehow he knows that. And just on a personal note, when I got here, I was really looking forward to it, and I thought, oh, this is gonna be great fun and everything. And I walked in the tent, and I saw so many faces that I hadn't seen. I had such a visceral reaction to just seeing everybody in that moment. It was just actually overwhelming. And so, like everyone else, I want to thank everyone who participated, organized, showed up here. Of course, Kenny and all the hard work he did. But I've heard some stories that I haven't heard, which is always amazing, because you think you've heard them all. But I've heard some new ones. They make me laugh, they make me smile, and make me appreciate all you guys very much. So